And George Adu Jr. has joined me with the latest in sports. But even before that, George, terrible what happened.
Yeah.
I mean, Medina Atomic Junction.
I'm close because I live in Ashalibutre. So
wow.
We also heard everything that was around here.
Where were you?
I was at home. I was at home, but it was just clear to see everything that was happening out there. And most people were running towards Ashalibutre, you know, from Reach Junction, from Zongo Junction. That we were heading that way. Very difficult at the time where people were trying to focus on the game. Were just preparing to watch the were watching the Nigeria-Zambia game that would lead to the qualifier, and all of a sudden, all of this happened. So as you guys have gone to speak, let's talk about the World Cup qualifiers.
Yeah.
And I think that it was still a sad day for Ghana, was it? I mean, finally the dream put to rest.
The dream was put to rest weeks ago.
I mean, they wanted it to happen. They were waiting for something to happen in the game against Uganda. What we needed to do actually was to win the game. We're not able to win that game, and the Ghana Football Association has protested because the final goal, or the last goal that was scored by Raphael Dramina, clearly was a clean goal.
It was a clean goal,
but
and it was disallowed.
Yes, the referee Bennett Fraser, disallowed the goal. So there's a protest. But my question is, to what end? This protest, to what end? Really?
Yeah, I hear they're calling for a rematch.
Yeah. But FIFA cannot have every game replayed because of one referee mistake or something. I mean, we have to understand that in the Joseph Lamptey case, it was a series, and FIFA was able to establish that there was football or match manipulation. That means that it got to do with some betting companies and all. I'm not too sure whether this is just a normal one. Anyway, the referee, Bennett Fraser, has a history of, maybe a bad history. In the last 4 games he's handled, there have been interesting calls by him. So one to look forward to it. But Nigeria qualified to the World Cup, yes, and Egypt qualified to the World Cup because they beat Congo yesterday by 2-1. So 16 teams have made it to the World Cup as we speak now. The likes of Germany, England, yes, Poland, they've all got into it. Saudi Arabia, Korea, Russia, they've all gone into Moscow for next year. We'll be looking forward to that. Just to top it up with some of the things that have happened, we'll be finding out what FIFA has to say about this. But don't expect too much from it. We saw the Ghana Premier League as well this weekend. And I told you we had to just confirm it. Ghana Stars winning it. They won. They beat Bolga All Stars by 4-1. And Wafa are keeping up the chase. They beat Wild Stars as well. But it takes them nowhere really. The relegation battle, the same picture we've got in there, even though the likes of Inter Allies, yes, Liberty Professionals got the wins. It's still about Tema Youth, Liberty, Inter Allies. One of them needs to drop out of it. And Rafael Nadal cannot stop winning in tennis. He won yet again the China Open, and we saw, Caroline, what's her name, Garcia from France, winning the female division of that. It's been a great weekend, I have to say.
It's been a great one.
We've enjoyed everything about it.
Speaking of everything we enjoyed over the weekend, was Adum Praise able to help Oli?
Adum Praise didn't help Oli. They are still praying though. Anyway,
at the Perez Dome.
It would have done something. I think it would have done something. It's been a fantastic weekend. I mean, you have that to add. You guys did well. The multimedia choir really did well.
You mean you guys did well, because George was one of our men there.
It was great.
Really thank you very much,
Great
George,
weekend.
For bringing us the sports again. Always a pleasure. And this is where we wrap up today's bulletin of news desk. Many thanks for joining us. My name is Daniel Dad.